So, hello, folks. I'm Salixana. It's
Angle of Reason.
my wife, Angle of Reason. So, we had a stream a couple weeks back with Compost, one of my wife's friends, where we kind of reviewed some comics that we've been buying and what we were going to be taking to the local convention. So now that we've came back, the convention was last weekend. So now that we're back, we were going to show off some of the books that we got done, some of the autographs that we got. And then we also dug through some of the dollar bins, and we're going to show you some of the books we picked out of there and books you can pick up from your local, normal dollar bin pull. And so currently, right now, this is the current issue of Batman 131. That was released last month in January. I think the second book will be out either last week or it's already out maybe. But that is the current book that we'll be giving away at the end of this stream. So if you like Batman...
If for some reason we get a flood of people and we get subbies and stuff, we'll give away something better. So that's just our teaser.
And like I said, we
follow
got
the link in the description and in the ping. It'll pop up every like 5 minutes. And you get a free entry, and then you can earn points as you stay in the stream to get more entries.
Okay, so basically what we had done at this... So we went to the local convention that was here in the region. You know, those almost any major part of this country, they normally have those conventions about every other month. In most places, it's normally for the dealers to get together and sell the stuff in one bulk area. And they normally always bring in some kind of local artist or whatever. So we're going to show you some of that work here in a little bit. But first, me and the wife did some diving through some of the dollar bins. And so
Real quick, I want to apologize for the video quality of us. I had the idea just today to try and do a setup so there wouldn't be glare from the plastic on the comic books. And so we used his webcam, which is so old. It's so old, you can't even, adjust the camera left or right or up and down. And it's wide. I can't make it, a smaller box than what it is right now.
It's all good.
But we're going to buy a new webcam for the next one so that we aren't little bits of grain and fuzz.
So, we picked up... So we'll move off Batman here for a minute. So here is a stack of books, about this thick. It's 25 books. They were selling them for $30, which is not a bad deal.
You should open them all up at some point to make sure that there's no hidden signatures in them.
Oh no, they ain't gonna get any of that.
You don't know that.
But so basically, not a bad deal. But here's some of the books. This group, I picked maybe a handful of books out of this, but predominantly Angle pretty much picked most of these out. So I'm kind of interested to see what she picked out anyway. So go ahead and put the first book down. Just a standard pink cover of Batman Legend of the Dark Knight, #1. This was a 90s issue. Came out back then. I think it was the
first new solo Batman book.
Yeah, it's back in the 90s when they did a lot of relaunching of a lot of books. And when they thought, after, Batman needed more books, he was only in Batman and Detective and Shadow, I think, at the time. And so, hey, let's not make another book. So they decided to do a couple color variants of that book. That's the pink cover, I think.
Still, when you are opening these all up, you should open them all up just in case.
But yep, the standard pink cover of Legend of the Dark Knight 1 from the 90s. And here is a Lobo #1. Looks like one of his miniseries. Lobo, what's it say? Infanticide.
If we do this... No, 1 second. If I reverse the camera right here, I can flip it vertically. And then it's right side up for us, and it's...
reverse for them.
Oh, it's reverse for them, so that does not work.
Put the book back.
Hey, growing pains.
But basically, Lobo #1 from 1992. It's upside down.
Nope.
Pretty cool cover.
Is that a baby?
Yeah, the whole series is called Infanticide, so wouldn't that be called, killing babies? But
so it's about Lobo killing babies?
I couldn't tell you, honey. Lobo is one of those weird characters. Lobo, if you don't know, Lobo is a character kind of like Deadpool, but he's the DC version of him. He's a type of thing. He's kind of acknowledging that he's over the top. But my thought is Lobo, I would think at some point, is going to get turn into a movie, especially with James Gunn involved with everything. And he's always pulling out those weird characters, so I'd highly recommend Lobo books to anybody.
I got an email today of something I think you might want to buy.
What's that? Well,
hey, we can do it on stream. There's not much
well,
else.
that's fine. Well, I'll
We're
let
still
you.
stalling for time, anyways, for people to get in here. So
I know.
Mom,
what?
I could just tell you later.
Yeah, later, please. We're busy.
That's why I just came over here. Like, if you're gonna say it, like.
Well, while Angel's looking something up, so Lobo number 1, like I said, I would recommend picking up Lobo books. I know it's just a random number 1 book, but hey, you never know. Always gonna get these artists are around, get them signed. Could be worth a little bit more. Was not aware of that. I did not pull that book. I think you pulled that book.
They're selling, a pack. No thanks. Like a pack set that includes the 1 of 25, a variant.
It's just the Venomverse stuff. I know.
You said you think it's going to be the next big thing.
It could be. I don't know.
Oh, they're selling these packs with like 6 different variants and the 1 of 25 for $60.
That's a little high.
For 6 books?
I don't know. I have to look into that. But, ready for the next book?
Yeah.
Okay, next book is Robin number 1 from the Robin miniseries from the 80s. This was Robin's first miniseries for, I believe, no, that's not Tim Drake's. I don't remember when this book came out. Yes, that is Tim Drake's first series. So that's before he got his first current run. Before he got his run, that was concurrent.
Bag is ripped.
Yeah, no, it's fine. But basically, before he got his first run, they did a lot of mini-series for these guys. Like, this was the first of that series. Then it was Robin 2, Robin 3. But this is mini-series number 1, standard issue that you find in most of the dollar bins these day and age. I remember picking them up back then, and they were about that, maybe 2.
Yeah, I guess we're going through all yours first.
Yep. Batman 480, sorry, 498.
Who's that? What's that?
That is Catwoman. So this is...
Her costume was definitely different back then, huh?
Oh yes, that was 90s Catwoman back then. And this is Nightfall Part 15. So this is after the breaking of Batman's back. You can find a lot of these Nightfall covers now in these dollar bins now because they were overprinted really badly. So why not? Don't have them anymore. Getting back into comics, so might as well pick up a few. Saw them in there, and they were in pretty decent condition, so I got another one. And if you put that one down, that's another one of those Nightfall issues.
Why is there a teddy bear?
Because he's fighting one of the villains. I can't remember which one. I think it was one of the circus villains.
That doesn't explain the teddy bear.
So that's Batman 659, and it's Nightfall Part 2.
By the way, we got some, I don't know if we mentioned this earlier, but we have some rare comics, some indie comics that are new that you won't know anything about, and we got some blank covers done by a couple big name artists that we're going to reveal throughout the stream. So,
yep. But yep, like I said, you can get pretty much most of these Nightfall books pretty cheaply. I'm trying to find good covers of them that are in good condition, so why buy a run of them when you can buy them for $1 a piece? That is Shadow of the Bat number 1.
that looks like the cover for a porno vid.
Okay. But Shadow of the Bat number 1, Batman.
Look at Batman take all those men.
Again, like I said, back in the 90s, you know, back in the 80s when Miller and all those guys were writing it, you know, it was really just Batman and Detective Comics. That was it. They said 2 books. Then the 90 wave came over, and with the cartoons and everything else that was coming out, they started pumping out all these different new Batman books that were just more ways to make you buy more books. Shadow of the Bat 1 from the 90s. Just another book you can find in your common $1 bin now, but why not? What book's that?
Got all yours first. Batman the Detective 5.
Okay, so it must be
He's
some.
in a loving embrace with somebody.
Let me take. See. Let me see.
That was a variant cover, only $1.
Well, because it's probably a B cover, maybe. But yep, that is just Batman the Detective number 5. Must be one of the newer miniseries. I'm not that familiar with the newer books. Just now getting back into the newer books. It's really.
You can read it when you're cataloging it.
Yep. Anything before the Crisis events of about 10 years ago, I'm not that familiar with. But definitely cool cover. I do like it. I didn't see that book. I think Lacey picked that one out.
No, I didn't.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
We haven't done a single one I picked out yet.
Weird. Oh, yep. Really cool cover. Do you like it?
Year of the Villain number 1.
Yep. Year of the Villain number 1.
Who is that?
Let me see.
His ball, is that Luther?
Yep.
With a kryptonite.
Mm-hmm. So there is Year of the Villain number 1. Variant cover with Luther. It's probably the B cover. That's why it says variant. A lot of these books came out in like ABC covers, standard stock variants, the A. Then anything else will just have a variant on it. Pretty cool cover. Nice cover of Luther there, all standing there and posing with the kryptonite, ready for battle. That was from a couple of years ago, I believe, during that arc. Not familiar with the story, but definitely something nice book to check out.
Yeah, I didn't get this one either.
Yeah, I didn't get any of these. Yeah, see, I think that's the last of my books. The rest of them are all yours. I don't remember any of these.
Okay. Aquaman, the Becoming 1.
Okay. So so it looks like another miniseries for Aquaman. Looks like a much newer book, newer era, especially since it's got the newer numberings. But always good for number 1. These artists are always around. Good books to get signed. Pretty cool cover. Shows Aquaman there, pretty imposing.
Red Doloro, 2021.
Mm-hmm. So a book from a couple years ago. Not bad. So you're gonna have to tell me why you chose these books, I guess, because you picked them out.
I don't know. You don't have a lot of X-Men, and I like Chrome Guy.
Oh, you got Colossus. So that's Uncanny X-Men 496.
Well, it's got Colossus, Wolverine, and Nightcrawler.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool cover. I do like it.
That's why I picked it up, because I thought it was kind of cool, especially with, you see Colossus here, all the bullet holes that are in his shirt. I thought that was kind of cool. I like that.
Yep.
This one, of course, I think you can figure out why I got this one. It's Beast Boy and Raven. Actually, that might not be Raven.
First off, it's neither Beast Boy or Raven.
It's neither Beast Boy nor Raven. Who is it then?
First off, it's Marvel. It's probably Hulk for most part.
Oh, I guess it is.
I am not that familiar with the... Don't open it up.
Yes.
Why?
You bought it in the dollar bin. You don't need to act like it's a gold mine.
No, but I'm just saying is... I don't see the point. What are you trying to find out?
What it is?
It's just a random book.
Agents of Atlantis. Okay, that's Brawn.
Honey,
Luna Snow.
Honey, it's...
And, oh, this is a Shang-Chi comic. It's Shang-Chi's guy. So, this could be a good pickup because Shang-Chi did really good and they're looking to expand on that universe.
Possibly.
It's a Shang-Chi universe book.
Well, it's just... what she's really meaning is it's an Avenger book. That's just another one of those young Avenger type teams that they keep promoting out there. That's more than just the Avengers. I know they have young Avengers out there, but the agents of would tell me that it's... Actually, that would tell me that's more in the Namor family because that's more of Atlantis and that side. So it's probably those... It's just another young group.
Remote. I want to make sure everything's good.
Where did I put it? Right here.
Right. So you know. Okay, that's good. So you know I really like those indie comics, and so this one is I just really like the art. To be honest, I don't know what it is, or I'm gonna read it and find out. But this girl's basically getting like devoured by a bunch of hands.
Yep, it's low number 11, released by Image Comics. Yeah, Image Comics was always one of those comic brands that just was always the independent artists were trying to release different books that weren't in the mainstay Marvel or DC. So, like Dark Horse or IDW or all the other ones, it's just another offshoot brand that just doesn't fit in the continuity of superheroes. Definitely an interesting book. I don't know if I would start reading a book at number 11, but to each his own.
So what? No, leave it there till I put this one up.
Okay.
All right, this one has Chitara kicking.
We'll say what it is first.
It's Justice League, the New 52, the Chitara Strikes. Okay, 13.
So Justice League number 13 from New 52 era.
It's got Chitara with no shirt on, whipping the crap out of the Justice League. She's got Wonder Woman, Superman, and a lock hold with Wonder Woman's lasso. And I see over here she already took out the Flash and Cyborg. They're down and out the count.
Yep.
She's kicking everybody's ass.
Yep. Chitara and Wonder Woman. Mm-hmm. Very nice cover.
Yeah, look, she's got no shirt on.
Well, honey, she's a leopard, so... Or
So?
she's a cheetah, sorry, not a leopard. But yes, very nice book. Pretty cool fight cover. Yep, number 13 from New Era. A lot of promo stuff all over it.
Yeah, it's a good one. I like it. I'm gonna see. I want to see the no shirt Chitara a little closer. There you go.
Yep.
All right. The next dollar bin book that we picked up at the con was Wildcat Stargirl.
No.
It says Wildcat Stargirl. It's a JSA.
It's JSA classified number 14. Really cool Batman cover. I mean, he's ready. It looks like he's been through it. You know, with his hands all bloodied up. Yep, pretty cool.
This one I got for any ladies watching in the stream. It's the Fall and Rise of Vandal Savage JSA Classified 11. That says it's featuring Green Lantern, and it's just a sexy pirate with his little curly Q hairs.
That's not Batman, actually.
That's not Batman.
No, it's not.
It says Wildcats and Stargirl.
Yeah, this is the it's Wildcats. My apologies. Yeah, yeah, that's not Batman. That's one of the Wildcats. I'm not that familiar with that series. Never really read them, so my apologies.
We got about 15 more books from the dollar bin, and we'll unveil the first blank cover we had done.
Yeah, we'll do that.
The next one.
That really cool JSA cover
is X-Men Red number 3, and it's everybody's favorite anti-hero that they refused to make a movie of, Gambit.
No, he's been in a movie. He was in Origins.
No, they refused to give him his own movie.
Yep.
But I think they're getting close to giving him his own movie, and I think that's why they've now paired him with Rogue.
Well, it just really depends on what Disney decides to do with the Marvel Universe and X-Men. So they said Deadpool is going to establish what's going to happen, so we'll see.
Yep, so that one's kind of cool. The next dollar bin book I got is Suicide Squad 1, Rebirth.
Yep.
It's got Harley, Deadshot, and I can't remember his name. I know you know it, though.
Who? Killer Croc?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yep. So you got Deadshot. Yep. Standard group. That's New 52 era, Rebirth after the Crisis event of 2015. That is one of those book runs, starting back over again, of course, like they always do. Yep, pretty cool cover for that.
Oh, never mind. This must be one of yours because I didn't get it. It's
Okay.
Two-Face.
So that is
Showcase 93.
Yep, Showcase 93, number 7, 13th for Nightfall. Actually, in my opinion, this is the hardest book to get of the Nightfall because it does not fall under Batman books. It is in Showcase 93. Most other books are in Detective, Batman, Shadow, Legend. This was the Showcase. So if you find 13, and lucky on 13, but I always say, if you're trying to build this run, if you find a good copy of this, pick it up because it's the hardest one to get, I think. Other than the number 1 and the 500. And
leave it there until,
and the backbreaking. My apologies.
Until
other than the
just
2,
apologize.
yeah, whatever.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, and the reason I got this one is because it's got little touchy things and it's raised up, and I've never seen this before, and I thought it was rare.
No, those are.
This is Chain Gang War number 5. And these are perforated. You can feel them.
I always referred to those books, and what my friends always referred to those books as, those are the shiny books. It's a random book in a run, but it's not selling very well. So let's put some shiny all over. Let's perforate it. Let's get people to buy it because they think, ooh, it's nice. I'm going to show you how uncommon these things are because I got a couple myself. But
okay.
Very, very common. Very common.
Well, that's why I picked that one. And it was when the time when Delilah and her friend were coming over going, oh, I'm so tired. Why are you taking so long? Oh.
But here's the thing, though. But to the credit of these weird books, though, a lot of the artists and writers, they do these books, too. I mean, someone's got to write it. I mean, I don't know.
And when you bring them weird books like that to do, they,
yeah, Wagner, Johnson, and Dell, it says, who done these books. I'm not familiar with their work. But, yeah, I mean, they appreciate it when you bring in their other stuff. I mean, how many times does, Chris Claremont have to sign Days in Future Past over and over again? I think he signed about 1 million of them, or how many. But it's kind of cool when you bring up books that are like, hey, we acknowledge you've done other stuff. So, not a bad buy.
All right, so this one's DC Universe Rebirth Suicide Squad 23 with Harley Quinn, Killer Frost, Batman. That's that dude from the Suicide Squad movie. The
knife guy.
No, the
Captain
Boomerang.
So that is Suicide Squad number 23. From that, so you picked up the number 1. Just what we showed just a minute ago. We'll show that real quick. So there's number 1 from that series. There's 23. So just another book in that run. Pretty cool Harley cover.
This one I got for you as a booby mag. It's got Cheetara and her girlfriend.
Nope.
Not a girlfriend?
Neither.
It's got a girl. That's not.
It's not.
Oh, it's a Jaguar. Impact Comics. Well,
yeah, it's that book right there. Go ahead and put it down.
A Cry for Vengeance.
This is what is just a offshoot, off-brand book by Impact Comics, as you can see on the top. It's just the Jaguar, and so it's again an independent title. Probably the guy that wrote it. That wrote it, drew it, penciled it, probably did the whole book, or he has maybe 1 or 2 guys did. But just a comic book. Not very familiar with that one. I'd have to look it up a little bit. Looks like it's from the 90s. But yep, kind of cool cover.
All right, this one's Justice League: The Rise of Arsenal, and it's Green Lantern fighting. I'm assuming that's Arsenal.
Yes, I would assume so.
And it's number 4.
Yep, number 4 of
I just thought it was a pretty good comic of Green Arrow, just.
Yep.
Right
I've never really been a big.
It was a good action comic.
I bought that actually.
Yeah, I know you bought this one.
But I bought that for a reason. So Agent Liberty number 1, from the 90s, I believe, or late 92. I actually bought this book for one specific reason. This is the first comic book I ever read. Period. I was in 6th grade or 5th grade when this book came out. And someone showed me comic books after coming back from overseas because my father was in the military, and this was the first book I ever read. So I don't have my original copy. I wish I did, but I wanted a copy of it, and it's now $1 bin comics. So Agent Liberty was just one of those kind of anti-hero type heroes that he fought Superman a couple times, and then eventually they tag teamed together. So he was kind of a whatever, but definitely a cool book. That's why I bought it.
All right, we got like 7 more books, and we'll do the first big comic reveal. All right, so we got Snot Girl.
Yep, Snot Girl number 2. This is one of those offshoot books. I'm not sure if that's a booby magazine or if it's a noir magazine. They kind of fit in the same kind of category. That's what a lot of those are. They're independent books that are normally crime dramas or some kind of mystery drama. I'd have to look at it and read to see exactly what it is. Nope, that is not a booby magazine. That is just a standard comic.
It's a girly comic. Look, it's a bunch of girls sitting around talking. It's like Kathy. It's
Okay, so it is a book that you would argue that is predominantly, I mean, not saying guys wouldn't read it, but it's a guy that's definitely targeted toward younger women and a younger audience. Nothing wrong with that.
You've heard great things about it. It's from the author who wrote Scott Pilgrim. Hey, Darren.
Hey.
Snot Girl. Well, thank you. Well, see, that is a good pick. I just randomly picked that one up in the dollar bin.
Yep, they were just dollar bin books. Okay, next book.
All right. I found this Catwoman. I thought it was fun. I thought Delilah would like it because it's actually showing Catwoman at home with all of her cats.
That is Catwoman.
In her lingerie.
That is Catwoman number 1, I believe, from volume. It's the new 52.
Why do I have this
not current
set
run?
on?
It's
I don't
before
need to
that.
hear.
I think it's like volume 4.
I just
or
realized
volume 3.
I don't need to hear anything on the computer. We're not playing any audio or games. I don't need the headset on.
Yep.
So
That's just a relaunch after the whole Final Crisis stuff where they were relaunching all the books again. So that's Catwoman number 1. Good pickup. I am collecting Catwoman, so good on you for picking that one up.
And then there's my another gamble. I think I honest to God think that with them putting Rogue and Gambit together, that they added Rogue to Gambit because they want to make him more sellable, so there's more content for him to hold his own movie.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, honey, they've been doing that for years, so it's I don't know.
I don't know, but so I picked up a cool little Gambit X-Men cover.
Unlimited X-Men number 14. So, not a bad cover. Like I said, pretty cool.
Here's another Image Comics indie I picked up called Paper Girl. I was also looking for some stuff for Delilah to read that she might get involved in because one of the avenues she has being into art might end up being that she could do comic books. And so, like this one and Snot Girl might be something we're not going to store in the Roblox, something we give her so she can read it.
Yep, released by Image Comics. It looked like probably a newer book. Not familiar with it.
I'm assuming you picked up this one.
No, you did.
Did I? Mm-hmm. Brave and the Bold, Superman and Catwoman.
It's Brave and the Bold number 16. Looks like a really cool.
Darren's really aware of these. He knows about Paper Girls too. Same guy that writes Saga, great little series. Your little sister loved it. Hey, so there you go.
Yeah. I saw a lot of those books in the dollar bins. Most of them are $1 now. I mean, I wasn't seeing like the number 1s in most of them, but I was seeing that.
You guys are getting here just in time. Maybe we need to start this at 10 because everybody's showing up like 10 minutes before 9.
Yeah, but we're just kind of showing off just some random books right now. So
we've not gotten to any of the fun stuff yet.
But Brave and the Bold, just late. That is kind of a cool cover of Catwoman all over Superman. So
yeah, she's all over everybody. This one I thought you would like. It's Batman in the Shadows. It's Joker doing the Macbeth scene with the skulls.
Oh, you mean Hamlet?
Hamlet, Macbeth, same thing, different
kind
story.
Kind of a cool Batman cover.
A Shakespearean Joker.
Joker cover, my apologies. Yep, Batman in the Shadow.
Shakespearean Joker.
Yep, always that.
And this is the one you picked up with the raised little thingies on it.
Yep, Cable number 1. That's Cable's first miniseries of the 90s. So, as we see, this is not...
Let's see. Yeah, so you can win. I'm the only person that's entered real quick first. I entered to do it. Just click the link and hit enter. And then as you sit here and watch us, you'll get points and you can do more entries. This is what we're giving away tonight.
At the end of the night, we're giving away Batman 131, which is from January.
And if some reason we get popular and people start throwing money at me, then
we may pick a couple random books out of this and maybe give them away.
Or something else. If somebody throws a lot of money at us, we might throw something better. So.
That's what we're giving away for the giveaway. The standard issue of Batman 131 that came out last month.
Because we dropped like $600 at Comic-Con.
That's not bad. But, yep, but back to Cable. So, Cable, number 1, that's his first miniseries.
If nobody else enters, Cloud Bad won. That is the truth.
Yep.
So,
Yep, that is true. So far, you're the winner. So.
No, I'm the only entry. He hasn't even entered it yet.
Oh. But, and then Cable number 1. So, as you see, that was a stack of books that we just went through. I know you probably didn't see all of them because we started a little bit earlier than that, but just random books. What you get for $20 or so at your local Comic-Con, all for $1.
Well, Ivory gets Jamal Igel's book out. I'm going to do this. I found this little artist pop-up shop. I'm going to move this and show you a picture of his booth. Look at this. This was his booth and his art. It was really good. I really fell in love with it.
Which one did he do?
This teddy bear. He had all these little paintings here. Almost all in black and white.
Jamal did the Wonder Woman one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I bought a couple of his prints. I bought this busted up teddy bear with his ribs and all of the guts showing. And I bought this. I can't even begin to comprehend what this is. I could look at it for like 30 minutes. I bought this print from him too.
That's a cool print. I do like that one. I like that one over there.
And I got him to sign it. I got his name, Triptych.
No, I had his card. Where is it?
Yeah, his art is so good.
This is the artwork of Herschel A. Brewer.
And I've got a picture of him here, the artist.
Sorry. That would be that guy. So we'll promote him.
I don't know, till we run out of books.
How long?
Oh, he wanted to know how long we were gonna be here for.
Well, I got another.
Oh, here we go. Here's the guy. What was his name? Here he is.
Yeah, we got a handful of books to go through.
This is Herschel. You said his name was?
Yeah, I just showed his card.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Herschel.
Yeah, his art was really good. We're just trying to give credit because we are going to post this on YouTube, so I want to give credit to the people who did it. All right, so
to answer your question, Cloud, we did a stream with another streamer of a friend of ours, because this is kind of a continuation stream of that. That stream went 2 hours, so it's probably going to run at least that.
we're an hour in, so another hour and a half, maybe.
Yeah, it just depends on how long it takes us to really get through it.
Oh, that's not that, Herschel. All right,
No.
so I've got, first off, I'm going to show you, we got Jamal Igel to do a comic book cover. And before we show you the comic, I would like to show you a picture of him with the artwork.
Yep.
Here he is. And here's another piece
And he is
working on.
He is a prominent Superman in that kind of area. From my understanding, when I was looking him up before the convention, he had done a lot of Superman, Wonder Woman, Justice League type books. I hadn't read a lot of those books. I'm not a big Justice League fan, as you can probably tell from a lot of the books I was pulling out. It's Batman predominantly, and what's on my wall.
And here is, we have a whole crap ton of My Little Pony books. We don't know where we got it. We don't know how we got it, but we thought it would be fun to give artists something to do that they haven't had to draw 100 times, 100 million times, that everybody's showing up. So we showed up with like 12 different My Little Pony blinks and let them pick which pony they liked the best and told them to do whatever they wanted with it.
I've been seeing people sell these My Little Pony sketchbooks that are drawn just like this. In sketch, they're going for about anywhere from $200 to $300 now. So this base $2 book, I think we paid Igel $60 to do this cover, is now going to be about a $300 book now. If they had to put color in it, it'd probably be worth about $500. But, you know, he didn't have the time.
No, you're doing this. You're flipping everybody off.
Oh, sorry. But they can't see my hand anyway. But yes, so they're always really good to do. Definitely different to do.
We got 2 more blank covers we got done at the con too, so we've got a couple more to pull out.
But yeah, that's the first of the blanks that we got done while we were there. So I don't know what we're gonna do with those later, but
Leave it here. We might show it again.
So what do you want to do next? You want to go through some more dollar bin, or you want to show some of the specific
There's
books?
more dollar bin?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll go through some more. Most
Okay.
of these are the ones you bought when I wasn't around, though, aren't
Yes. Okay, so these are the
they? So
books.
I don't have anything to contribute. That's kind of sucks. All right, so this one's a new series I'm actually going to be buying here soon. It's
called I Hate Fairyland.
and it's about this girl that likes to rampage through fairyland and is trying to kill all the fairies. It's kind of cute, actually.
Yep. I saw the cover. So I picked up this dealer was selling just standard dollar bin.
It's a new comic. They're still releasing new
Yeah,
ones of
this
it.
this is from the new series. So yeah, these were $1 piece. Actually, I think I got 23 for 20. So
And it's for
whatever.
Image again.
Yep, another Image book. So that's I Hate Them.
Did you enter Cloud Bad? Cloud, if you're one of my friends, you're not just a rando viewer. If you enter the giveaway, as long as you leave my stream open and you win, I will send you a message, okay? You don't have to sit here if you don't like comics. You just give me a view.
Okay, so this is the Dark Tower, Gunslinger Born. This is the first Dark Tower series
That's really thick.
book that came out, and I think it was in like 2007 maybe, somewhere in that time frame. When they were going through about readapting the movie at that time, they were talking about they started doing a bunch of comics for this. This was the first of that series. They did like the Long Road Home or something like that as the next series. But again, standard cover, stock cover.
Whoa. How can you have thighs that thick and feet that tiny? That is some bad angles, man. Look at this. You'll idle me all day. Look at this. He got big goddamn thunder thighs, and then look at the foot. It's like it's as small as the little ears on his head.
Well, honey, he's supposed to be flying through the air, so that's behind him, so
Okay,
the
but
perspective.
these thighs can't be that big and that foot be that small.
I understand. But this is Batman 500, final book of the Nightfall series. I've shown off a couple more of those. Like I said, man, all these Nightfall books, even the 500, which is the die-cut cover. This is not the standard stock cover. It's got that fold-away on it. It's now... Have one, buy one. I didn't have one, so I bought one. That is Legend of the Dark Knight 200. Just another standard numbered book, 250, whatever. You know, you always pick up those books. The artists and the writers are around, so might as well get them signed. Those are good books to get signed. Always get key books, I would say. So that's another key book.
That's a cool variant. How is that $1? Because it's not a named guy, it's just a random.
So that is Batman.
Thighs say
Listen, so that is Batman 99. So when you're asking why is that the variant, I know that's a variant, but that's what it's called, the B cover. There's always an A and B for every book. The A cover is always what's considered a stock cover. That doesn't say variant on it. That is what would be the 50-50 variant. They're just as common. But that is Batman 99 from the current run. I am building that run right now. So.
Is this a World of Warcraft camp comic?
No.
What is
Actually,
it?
I have no clue what it is.
Helm Greycastle.
I don't know.
It's got an orc on it and a dwarf and a flute player.
I thought it'd be a book that you might like and might be interested in, so that's why I picked it up.
It's got, like, it's a D&D book, I agree.
Well, I know. Show it.
They're going... Thank you to our Kickstarter backers. Oh, it's a Kickstarter comic.
Yeah, so this is High... What?
It says...
High Grey Castle. It is a Image comic.
See, in the back here, they've
But
got
the things we got to realize, honey, is
Kickstarters.
a lot of those fantasy books, anything that really falls in the fantasy fairy tale realm, D&D realm, those are always released under Dark Horse, IDW.
Oh, no,
or
it's a
Image.
D&D campaign.
Okay, so it's a D&D book. Okay. It's a number 1, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, because, like, for the GM to read here, it's got rules and line. It's a comic book that is a D&D book.
Yep. number
It's
one.
kinda cool.
Like I said, that was in your dollar bin.
Well, we got 2 of them. His publisher mailed him 2 of them. It was a free comic for us too. So don't feel
Well,
bad about taking
if
a
he-
free comic from us. That was
If
a
he
free.
If he doesn't want it, we can hold it back and wait to see if more people get in here. What book's that?
Utopia, the Dark Avenger.
Okay, so it's just another new run. It's just an Avenger book from New Line Marvel. I'm not that familiar with Marvel's books. I don't really follow Marvel. I don't really read them. It's more of a Batman, DC guy. So, always a number one. Buy it. Why not? Get the artist to sign it.
Here's a shiny.
Yep, there it is.
Green Arrow.
Green Arrow 100. Like I always say, that's what is called your shiny books. Oh, whoa. Let's get people to buy it. So let's put a bunch of shiny on it. So I bought one. It's only
Did
$1.
you buy the same book twice, or did they just do the covers?
Put it back.
No, you bought the same book twice.
I did not buy the same book twice. Put it back. Put it down. I'll show you.
Okay, one's green and one's pink. Is that the only difference?
Yes. Did I not say when we first started this stream, when I bought a Legend of the Dark Knight, that they released a rainbow of these? To get people to buy more than one of them, they released a blue, a yellow, a green, a pink. They released multiples of them. So, to get people to buy it more than once. So, yes, it is the same book, different color.
Here's another Image comic indie booby mag.
Yep. That is Immortal 2. Just another Image book. Not that familiar with it, but it is a number one. So if you're going to start reading something, might as well start at the beginning.
Here's some more Chitara boobies for you. Here you go.
Okay. What book is it?
It's Year of the Villain 1.
Oh, okay. So Year of the Villain number 1, standard stock variant, or standard
Has
stock
he
cover.
seen your Jester character? He has not seen your Jester character class. Well, you might. Do you remember? Back when I used to RP, when Kitty dated Jester, was a long time ago. But yes. Let's see. We got Batman 650.
Batman 650, just from the standard Batman run, just like the 500. There's 650.
Cloud. I'll be honest, I was just too new to RP, and I was still pretty nervous and not sure what I was doing, and Jester was just too much for me at that stage in my RP experience. I think I'd been RPing like 2-3 weeks. So, in another world, in another time, perhaps Jester can make his appearance in Hogwarts Legacy.
And then there is Batman 600. Part of the Fugitive storyline. So, again, another one of those, what you would call a key book, you know, your 500, 600, whatever. So, just not. Okay. And then, that's the last one? Oh, no.
There's a bunch
yeah.
more.
Oh, yeah.
I was just seeing if we needed to throw some. Here, let's throw in one of the ones we bought over there, one in the box, real quick, between all the $1 comics.
What do you mean?
Grab a box.
Where you want to open a box up?
Yeah, open a box up.
Okay.
We'll open a box to get something a little more excited than the $1 ones.
Okay, so we do buy comics still.
We'll put the Purdy right here while we do that.
But so I'm always ordering books online, so you know, always picking up books that are either part of my runs that I'm building or books that I'm getting ready for the next con. So I'm not really sure exactly which one this is. Since we've been started doing these streams, we're not really opening the mail anymore, so we're doing it for the viewers now, I guess.
It's inside a bag. That's inside a box. That's inside a bag.
Yep. Gotta protect it, honey. Depending on what book it is, it may be...
Oh, yeah. There you go, Ivory.
Oh, yep. There's my book. There's the book I've been looking for.
Here you go, Jester.
There
Cloud.
you go. There you go, buddy.
There you go.
So that is Vampirilla.
There's a lady for the Jester.
So that is Vampirilla. Oh man, to tell you the truth. Yeah, it's one of the new miniseries. It was one of the incentive variants that I bought off of one of the websites. It's that custom work crap. It's like a 1 of 25 or some garbage. I don't know who exactly wrote it or who drew it, but it is one of those virgin naked. just.
Well, we will find out when we catalog it.
I can look it up real quick if you
Who
want.
drew it?
Here, hold on.
It's. Is it signed? No, it's in the
just
drawing.
Hold on. Hold on. I'll tell you what it is. So, we weren't sure if we were.
Yeah. If you like that cover, you wait till we do our next comic book stream. I think we're gonna do one like around March 4th or 5th. I don't have to work that week. When RU spring is closed, spring break. I'm closing down all the sites for a week to give my volunteers a break. We've been getting hit, so it hasn't stopped, Aaron. It's. Whew. And so.
Okay, so
that week, on my week off, we're gonna have a comic book stream, and
So that book is Vengeance of Vampirilla #2, the 1 of 10 incentive variant. That is what is called the Buzz Virgin Incentive.
who drew it?
Buzz.
Buzz. Okay, Buzz.
We're calling it the Buzz Incentive.
There are some really good ones of these that are gonna be in our next stream, so. You're going to want to come because the next stream is going to be almost nothing but the booby mags.
Yeah, so I mean, so. But, okay, so
we got a couple more dollar mags. One I've never heard about, Entity. It's called Nira.
Yeah.
It's shiny and it's got the touch stuff too.
Again, another one of those offshoot books. A lot of times because a lot of these times these books are made and written by, sometimes they're written by big name or small mint, but a lot of times they're done by mid-range people, and they do the cons.
You never know what you can get hit because
you never know.
No, this is why I say this is me and Ivory. We used to go to the Kansas City Comic-Con every year, and it wasn't when we were collecting comics, but I know what we should do for the next break. We should do and stuff.
But, yeah, no, that's next in line.
Okay. We would go around and we didn't have a lot of money, and so we would just buy like $5-10 prints from print artists that were around the con, and we'd kind of just Google and ogle everything else. We would take like maybe $80 with us, and that was about all we would have. And we were going through our comic book art the other day, just looking to see if there was anything in there that made it, like if any of those small-time artists that we bought prints for like $10 had made it, and boy, oh boy, did we find one.
Yeah,
you heard of Nathan Zerdy?
Or Zerdy.
Zerdy?
He does a lot. He does quite a few.
He has moved up in the world. He just got his first Marvel exclusive A-cover comic, and he just did a Scarlet Witch variant. We have about 7 of his prints from 2015 before he'd even gotten comic book art.
I think he'd been around before that. I just don't think he was
But he hadn't done anything except for comics like this.
I think so. Like I said, I'd have to look into Nathan's full biography, but yeah, we were able to pick up some prints of him from like 6-7 years ago, and now all of a sudden he's doing top line covers.
You sure? I got some pretty good stories coming, Cloud, about Anne.
Let's see.
And you haven't even got to see... I'll send you pictures of them later. You haven't even got to see the other blank covers we did.
Yeah,
I'll send
so
you pictures
that is
later.
Batman Hush #1, part of the Dark Multiverse #1 book. It's Batman. I buy it. That enough said. That is Batman Night.
When did you buy all these?
I told you.
Oh, before you go, Cloud, I found a book comic for you.
Yep, it's just called Sex. Sex #1. Don't know what it's about, but hey, we'll find out. I might actually read it. Yep, a book in a dollar bin. I don't know why, but it was just called Sex. But, yep, that's what that book is. But, Batman, Nightfall, Dark Multiverse, just another
You
#1.
got 2 of these.
Oh, I didn't. Where's
Yes,
Sex?
we already opened one of these with the teeth. I remember the teeth. I remember sitting here and staring at the teeth. Yes.
It was not. You didn't.
Don't worry, just keep talking. I'm gonna look.
This is Superman 82. So this is the final last story right before.
I was in the other stack.
That was the end of the Death of Superman. So it was Death of Superman, Funeral for a Friend, Reign of Superman. This is the last book in the Reign of Superman story arc before he is back for good. That is one of the raised cover and variants.
Here's some Nightwing for you.
Yep, that's Nightwing #1 from the new Rebirth era. Again, Batman, might as well buy it.
A random Iron Man.
That is Iron Man #1 from one of the newer modern lines. It was Iron Man, so it's #1.
Tales from the Dark Multiverse, Dark Knight's Medals.
Yep. So it's Dark Knight Metal #1. Pretty cool Joker. Or no, I think it's, yeah, Joker. It almost was like Joker on a serpent mask or whatever.
Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps #1.
Yep. Hal Jordan, Green Lantern Corps #1. Part of the Rebirth era.
Oh, this one's kind of cool. It's even got Punchline. She was in them that far back.
Honey, that was from 2 years ago.
Okay, still Batman '92.
Okay, so that's Batman '92.
Look, you got Punchline all the way back here.
I know. So that's Batman '92. This is during right before the Joker War series. From my understanding, Punchline was introduced in Batman '89, and then also in Year of the Villain, Hell Arisen Part 3. So this '92 is the standard cover, and the book that my wife is looking at right now that she's about to put down is the variant cover, which would be the first appearance. No, put the whole thing down.
I am. I'm just showing them some of the goodies inside of it.
Yep.
There's some pretty good art inside this one.
Yep. And that is what is considered her first cover. I actually have a graded version of this at a 9.8. That is her first bona fide cover, I believe, that was done of her. That was on a variant cover. That's a dollar bank book now. I don't know why. May have been misplaced, but whatever. My fortune, their loss.
Oh,
so.
Yeah. Okay, so real quick. So I had.
So that was basically the two. If you've been watching since the beginning, that was basically $50 worth of comics that we picked up.
Yep, we've got $50 in so far, plus the $60 drawn. So pull her books out. So I actually sat and had a nice long chat with Anne. I can never remember her last name.
Her name is Anne Nocenti. She is she's a writer and editor as well. She edited a lot of Marvel and DC books and wrote quite a few of them as well. Predominantly, she is the creator of Typhoid Mary, and if you're not familiar with her, you might be more familiar with her other creation, which is Blackheart, which was one of Ghost Rider's and Daredevil's type villains. They did that in the movie of the Nicolas Cage movie.
She's got a new book that she
So
wrote
did
out,
create that
and it's
character.
the new Storm series.
Yeah, and so as you saw in the picture down there, she's actually working on a new Storm series that my wife is actually really excited about, and they will be coming out in May. So
And
we'll probably be picking
in
up
the
those
last stream, we showed you guys the True Blood. She was a writer and editor on this one. So,
No, she was. Yeah, she actually wrote this book. She was one of the main writers of it.
and me and her had a very lengthy discussion. I actually stood there. We talked for 15 minutes. We had a nice long chat about Alexander Skarsgård, his abs, and how amazing he is.
Yep,
She was like, he's so tall.
But yeah, if you'd watched the last stream that we did with Compost, I bought this book for, I want to say I bought this book for $10, so it's not a bad buy, so double value. But now that it's signed, so now at this point, now my goal is to get the other two. If I ever find them, I'll get them to contribute to it, and then it will be a good book.
She also signed this one.
Yep, she also wrote A Joker's Daughter, which appeared in Batman the Dark Knight number 23, and they put 23.4 on it for there was a couple incentive variants on that book where it was Joker's Daughter and a couple others, but I like that cover, and so I had her sign that one
So
too.
I was talking to her, and she was telling me about Storm and how she was having some trouble with a couple stories in Storm, and she loved her hair and her faux hawk, but she was like, it's so unnatural that her hair stands up like that. and she was trying to come up with a reason for why her hair would stand up straight like that. And I looked at her and I said, static electricity. And she goes, what? I said, well, you know, when you've got your baby and you have balloons running around the house because babies love to play with balloons, and you rub the balloon on your baby's head and you pull it out and like their hair will just stand on in. I said, it's static electricity. And she was like, she does control electricity. I said, yeah, she does. It was like, so it wouldn't be that far of a stretch for her to control static electricity too, would it? She was like, no. She's like, but I wanted to make it funny. And I was like, well, I mean, what if they walk into her house and she's just got like a room full of balloons with little pieces of hair all over it from her rubbing her hair.
So now Lacey's going to be curious to see if she incorporates that into the story somehow, or if she takes that inspiration. So we will be keeping an eye on her new Storm series when it comes out, so we will give a shout out to her. So
I had a really fun time
comes
talking
out
to
in
her.
May, I believe. But if you, we're gonna be doing more of these streams, so we'll make note of it when it comes
That's one of the cool things is most people only want the artists. They don't care about the writers, and there wasn't anybody at her booth at all.
Yeah,
like we were one of the only ones there, and so.
Yeah, like I said, I mean,
she didn't even charge us for the signatures.
Nope, I don't believe she did.
No, she didn't. She didn't charge us for her signatures at all.
Nope. No, she charged $5. I gave her $10.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. But yeah, that's nothing though. But yep, that was her. That was the 2 books I brought to her. Other books I could have brought was the Black Heart or the Typhoid Mary. I couldn't get one in time, so I chose to get these instead. Like I said, Batman.
We're getting to the good stuff, so pay attention.
Okay, so.
This one is just an indie artist. Doesn't even have its own name. It's called Keen Spot.
Yeah, this is just an indie independent self-released title.
It's one we bought in case he makes it.
Our daughter
was pretty young.
Yeah, our daughter liked it, so we picked this book up. It's just called Kid Slap Shot versus Major Extreme. So it looks like it's a hockey thing. So
actually, that might be a present for Liam.
It may be, but yep. Our daughter liked the art on it. She thought it was really cool, so we bought it for her. So you never know. A lot of these books are unknown books. Sometimes they turn into gold mines when people can't find them anymore. So something to hold on to.
Batman and the Joker Deadly Duo.
Okay, so this is Batman and the Joker Deadly Duo. This is a brand new series that is running currently right now.
Oh, I didn't ever show the picture of Anne. I never swapped over. Okay, here, real quick. I had this up the whole time, and I didn't even put it up. Here she is. Here's her lovely face of her signing our True Blood. Keep talking. I'm going to leave that up for a second.
Okay, yep. So, this is what is considered the Black Label variant to this book. I have all the books in this run for the most part, all the ABC covers, and a couple of the other offshoot variants. I did not have this one. Saw it at the con. The other one had $10 for it, so I didn't think it was that bad of a buy, so I picked it up. Just another book to add to my run for it. So this is book 1 of 6, I believe, is what this series will go to. I think we're on book 4 or 5 now. I will start reading it here soon. I just got books lined up, and I'm kind of waiting for it to finish. But I kind of like that cool sketch variant version of it. It's the standard stock cover, but it's sketched out instead of no color. Kind of cool.
Here's a new punchline.
Nope. Okay, this is Harley Quinn 75. This is what is, I believe is the final book of the Joker War storyline.
I love the little mallet with the no punchline.
And I believe this is actually the last book of this Harley Quinn series, and then they restarted it again with the current run as well. So, as you can see from the stuff on my wall, you see a lot of Harley Quinn up there. I collect Harley Quinn comics. So, this is Harley Quinn 75, one of the variant covers to it. I will probably be trying to pick up a couple more of it. I do like the art that was done on this book. Several artists did. I think there's about 6 or 7 covers of this one. So, you might see some more Harley Quinn 75s down the road if you watch us more.
All right, I'm gonna do.
You want to do Lenardi's books?
Yeah, it's time to do Lenardi's book.
I'll do it.
Which ones did he sign?
The top 3.
Okay, I'm gonna get some
Take that one out. He signed the back of that one.
Okay.
So,
let me get a picture of him up.
Yeah, go ahead and get a picture of them up. Do that. I'll open them up. You open it? How you doing that?
We also got a cover done from him, a pony cover from Lenardi.
Yep. Oh, you want me to get the book out too?
Yeah, it's about that time.
Okay, so.
He signed this pretty.
Okay, so that is Nightwing 100 that came out last month. The 1 of 25 incentive variant, I don't know who drew it. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. Leonardi was one of the Leonardi. I think I'm saying.
Yeah,
his name.
Leonardi. Yeah, there is a Leonardi, but
yeah,
he's
it's
not.
Leonardi. My apologies if I'm saying his name wrong. I'm not meaning to disrepresent. But he is involved with this book as well, with all that. So just another artist. So my goal will be now is to get the rest of them on there. So. That just came out. I did like that cover of Batgirl and Nightwing together. And then also he was also involved with the Batgirl Convergence series. So this was part of that storyline that was out for like I think 10 years ago, maybe 5-10 years ago. So I had him. I think he was one of the inkers on this book, or penciler, one of the two. And so I had him sign that book too. So.
Yeah, he was really nice.
Yeah, he was a really nice guy.
He didn't charge Ivory for signing the books. In
fact,
he didn't. Ivory went over and got him to sign these books while I was running around, and when he left me and he abandoned me. And then I walked over. I didn't know who he was, I'll be honest. I didn't know who he was. I looked through his comics. I looked at their sketch. I said, you look like somebody who's done a lot of comics. I see a lot of big-name people here in your sketches. You want to do a My Little Pony book?
And so, yeah.
And Delilah was with me. And Delilah was like, oh, you got to do Spike. You got to do Spike. You got to do a dragon. And so he grabbed Spike. And he was a perfectionist about it, man. Like, I walked past a couple times, and it looked like it was finished. And
yeah,
he would be like, no, I'm not done. And he'd throw a couple more dots and a little something else somewhere. And he was being a perfectionist about it. And we only paid him $60 for it.
Yep. So like I said, this was the My Little Pony series. I think it was 1 through 11. We have all 11 of the books in blanks. So this is the second that we've shown so far. We have another one. We're going to try to get them all done by different artists that are not My Little Pony. So, as we come across different artists, we're going to have them get these done. So that was the second blank that we got done there. Really cool cover. So when you get these done, they normally now...
He really liked doing it, too. He said it was nice. Nobody had ever asked him to do anything except for, he did Superman?
Superman and Batman a lot. That's
Yeah.
what he predominantly did. So, like I said, when you bring in books up there, like I said, it's... From what I have noticed when I've talked to artists and writers, it's like they like signing and they like doing stuff that they normally don't do or see every often. Like, the good example will be, we'll go ahead and do the next book. So the next book is a Sam De La Rosa book. He is predominantly known for doing Venom. He did one of the core Venom books back in the day. Is the camera up still? Or?
Yes, everything's still up.
So that book is... Let's see. Right there.
No, you gotta flip it.
Sorry, my apologies. That would be Venom, the Lethal Protector, #1. He was one of the artists on this book. He's well known for doing this book. That is one of his main books. And so, because this is one of his main books, he charged extra for doing this book specifically. Like a lot of artists do. But like you go and walk in there like with that
True Blood?
That True Blood issue that they haven't seen in a decade, they'll probably end up doing it for free half the time. This book, he's like, nope, $25 just to do that book alone. Where most artists only do it for $5 a book. But again, the main reason I picked up this book is he was in the con that we were at, and then this book was also drawn by another artist named Matt Begley, and he's going to be at a convention in next month in Richmond, and I'm gonna try to get him to sign it as well underneath at the bottom probably, and then that will close out that book, or I might try to find the writer for it. But Yeah, pick that up.
Where did he sign these at? Oh, there they are. Okay. The next one.
So yep, that is your standard. See, like I said, hollow, pretty color. That's that red foil that they put on it back then. Really nice, clean cover.
The photo
I
didn't.
paid a little bit more than I should have, but whatever.
The photo didn't come out very good on this one. I'm sorry. It was blurry.
Oh yeah.
This is Timothy Zahn.
Yep.
He did Star Wars.
Timothy Zahn was a writer of the definitive sequel to the Return of the Jedi book series. He was there. I had him sign my original copies of the Zahn trilogy, Last Command, Dark Force Arising, and Heir to the Empress. Or Heir to the Empire, my apologies. I'm losing my train of thought. But, yep, I had him sign my original books. He really appreciated I brought my original books in. He didn't even charge me for them.
No, he didn't.
Nope.
He's like, these books are beaten up, busted. You weren't making a lot of money selling them on eBay. Here, I'm not going to charge you anything for it.
Yep, so I remember reading these when I was in high school back in the day. Really good series. It is what most people consider the definitive sequel to the original trilogy, but of course they didn't decide to make them. So, but, yep, I got those done. Really nice guy. We sat and talked to him for a little bit, and even I think Delilah got a picture of him and some stormtroopers.
I talked to his wife for a few minutes about glasses. Oh, no, tattoos. I had this temporary tattoos. Yeah, so I've got the pictures pulled up. Mm-hmm. I'll show some pictures of us from Comic-Con. Mm-hmm. So what I talked to his wife about was, see, for the con, I put a temporary tattoo right here. And she was like, oh, I absolutely love your tattoo. And I was just like, oh, it's just temporary. And she was like, oh, well, where'd you get it? And I talked to her about Sheen and where I got it from and what was going on with it. And here's a picture of Ivory at Timothy's station. Delilah and her friend from school.
Mm-hmm. So.
Let's see. There's another picture of them. Delilah ran around like crazy getting pictures with everybody there. Anybody with a cosplay that she liked, she went over. Here's a reptilian Akatsuki. Let's see. Here's her and her friend. There's her in a toga. Here in a stormtrooper.
Yeah, there's Timothy Zahn. Signing with some stormtroopers.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. That's who was in the photo.
Yeah. You didn't realize that?
No.
I told you that's who it was when they were taking the photo.
Oh,
yeah.
So she just butted in on him while he was taking pictures with a stormtrooper?
No, people were walking by and taking photos of it, and Delilah just jumped in and got a photo. I don't know if they were doing it for money or whatever, but she decided she wanted a photo done, so she got one. But see, that's how nice of a guy he was. He didn't even care.
Yeah, like I think they were having a photo shoot, and she just kind of butt her way in there.
Yep. Like I said, I mean.
And then here's her with a rocker girl and an anime girl and a big group of anime girls and somebody with a star. And then I got one more picture of us. One with Ivory too. In his Joker costume.
Yeah, it was raining real bad that day, and I was not putting my makeup on that day, so it always seems like bad weather when these things come around. So nope, maybe next time.
Maybe next time. So what's next?
So
the last one is okay. So I'm gonna show you guys a couple clips real quick before we reveal the next art. Here you go. You ready? I'm gonna turn the background music back on. Okay, here you go. Dun dun dun.
What? Okay, so this is Arthur Sidam. He is well known for doing Marvel Zombies. That's what he's done. A lot more than that, but that's he cut his teeth in bread and butter, and that's where he really got famous. He did a lot of those homage, iconic covers in zombie format. He did heavy metal. He's done Ghost Rider. He's done all kinds of stuff. I mean, so while we were at the con,
Oh, the audio is not working still.
Oh well. So it's going to
No. It's fine. I'm gonna fix it.
pick them up.
This is brand new, Stimpy. Yo,
There we
Stimpy,
go.
that's brand
The
new.
audio. Maybe that would. All right, I'm gonna play this one back because this one was kind of funny.
Your neighbor.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What a character he is.
Well, while you open some stuff up.
Not right this
So
second.
not only is he well known for doing Marvel Zombies during the Civil War, the original Civil War that even the movie's based upon slightly, almost every major character in Marvel was from Fantastic Four to Avengers, X-Men, Spider-Man, everybody was involved with this
Everything
thing.
Halloween.
And his book were called The Casualty of the War, and he had a 4-part series, and so Saddam did all 4 covers to this story. He kind of did that, the Pumpkin Guy, the Headless Horseman. It was All Hallows Eve, I believe is the storyline in it, and so he has to fight the Pumpkin Guy. So I had him sign all of them. So he did this one in gray at the very bottom down here.
Yeah, there's a video of him trying to find a new Sharpie.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what the video is.
yeah,
him
he
hunting
did a
down-
couple of them in gray, and then he had to go red on another one. So here's the second book in that. So he did red on the side here, and then here's gray on the side here on the number 10 of that story, and then here's number 11, which is the 4th part of that story. And he decided to do that one in black. So I got 2 grays, a red, and a black on that one. So it was really cool. He actually appreciated seeing those books. Most people were bringing up the Marvel Zombie books for the most part. So he did appreciate that people were bringing up other stuff than just Marvel Zombies. And the other book that I'm about to show you as well. Because he says he signs a lot of those too.
Yeah, there you go.
So
We spent so much money on him.
So I also had, so this is the Marvel Zombies hardback. So this is kind of like a cover art book, kind of. It just has all the covers. It's why it's called the covers. So it has all the covers of it, and Saddam did most of these, I believe, from my understanding. I may not did every one, but I believe he did most of them. And so I had him sign the inside of the book, and he did a little doodle on it, which is kind of cool. Do appreciate that.
Well, we did give him almost $200, so.
But hey, why
He
not?
did a cool little doodle.
So yeah, like I said, I bought this when the book came out back in the day. I think it was 2007, I believe. Couldn't get a hold of the comics at the time; they were already selling out. So I waited for the hardback, and I always appreciated the art more than the story. So that's why I picked that up. So,
All right, guys, we got 2 books left. Well, actually, no, we can do an unboxing real quick before we do the big reveals.
yeah. So then,
Yep, grab another book. We're gonna do these. We're gonna save these real quick. We'll do a couple unboxings, and then we'll do the big reveal. The last 2. Let anybody that's just listening and not at the
Yeah, I mean-
stream give them a minute to pop back over.
yeah, I mean, of all those Saddam covers, I would have to say if anybody was interested, I think I like this one better. The number, what is it? The third cover. It's so wide open to me. I like
Be like that girl on that stream that spent 6 hours convincing guys to wait
before they actually did something.
before she actually came on the stream. I wonder if I
That's what
could.
you're doing.
Oh, hey!
Okay.
This one's for the next con. Sailor Jupiter and Sailor Mars are going to be at the next con in Richmond next month. So I bought this so I can get the voices of Sailor Jupiter and Sailor Mars.
So Lacey
Darren
bought.
says he likes the Ghost Rider covers.
Yeah, I know. I did like those too. Those are pretty cool covers. So yep, this is Sailor Moon number what? Or did it even have a number?
17.
Okay, so Sailor Moon number 17.
And they are done by Chicks Comics.
Yep. So manga comics that were trying to be adapted.
Hi, kitty. Oh, no, come here.
But basically it is a manga comic, basically. So more of a U.S. style, because, I mean, I know manga books do sell, but
One more. You
Comics
can open
do-
it up. And then we'll do the 2 big reveals. And then Darren will win a comic because nobody else interested.
Yeah, nobody else showed up.
No, there's people there, just nobody else is.
Yep. And then one of our cats decided to jump up there and decided, hey, I want to steal.
He heard things. He heard things moving. He's interested.
He wanted to steal the show.
But here's the thing. This is Deku. He likes to watch Twitch streams. He watches Twitch streams all the time. He likes to just sit at the computer and watch people play video games.
Guess you just like the cover of it, I guess. So, this is Sailor Moon book number 12. In that main, so normally that's how they would normally come. That's the back of it, honey.
I know it is. I was
But yeah,
showing
normally,
off.
normally these books come in those style, the manga books. But
It's got Mini Moon and Chibiusa.
yeah, but yeah, normally they come in this. They tried to make some of them in the American style, but the problem is, like most people know, mostly guys collect comics, not women. I'm not
Hey,
saying
what
they
are you
don't.
talking about? This costs $20. Can't move.
I know because they're
Here you
rare.
go.
They don't print a lot of those.
Here it is. The art in Sailor Moon comics and manga is actually really good. Like, most of it is like whole art pages over the cells. It's like really.
I mean, if you enjoy anime or manga style art,
This was my first first manga ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love her.
Yep.
And this is a very special one, too, because this is Dark Lady. The emergence of Dark Lady, where she's running around trying to marry her father.
Well, yeah.
All right, time for the big reveal. We got two here. First, I'm going to do a video of Arthur.
Okay, so I
There's one of these on eBay right now going for 10.
That's a video of him saying there's one of this on eBay for $10,000.
okay, well so the book he's talking about is Deadpool Merc with the Mouth number 7. This is the first appearance of Lady Deadpool. And from what I've been reading and from what a lot of people are thinking and speculating is when Deadpool 3 comes out, she's making an appearance. If you actually look at the history and what Marvel has been doing with the last few movies, basically almost every single one of them have done a gender flip on every single one of them, from Thor to all of them. So, guarantee you, we are going to be seeing Lady Deadpool appear soon. And if the movie has to do with anything with that cloning machine he has, guarantee you she will be in this movie.
But what I don't think Arthur realized is that the copy of this that's on eBay for $10,000
also has
yeah.
Stan Lee's. That 10,000 book he's talking about also has Stan Lee's signature on it, which you cannot get anymore because he's dead, of course. Yes. But I would highly recommend, if you do not have a Merc with a Mouth, I got a copy of it for about $50. That's about what they're running for right now. If you wait till this summer, this is probably going to have zeros in front of it. So, if you are a comic collector and speculator, I highly recommend go get a Merc with the Mouth number 7, and you will not be disappointed. So at the same time, while he was doing that, he decided we had him do a cover. So since he is known for doing the Marvel zombies, we decided to have him do a zombie cover for one of our My Little Ponies. And so that cover is right here.
One second, I want to make it bigger.
Mm-hmm. So we chose to get this done on number 4, which is...
I'm telling you, I think you're wrong. The rare one was the Pony Crusaders.
I'm telling you, honey, it's not.
It is.
This is Fluttershy.
No. Yes, that's Fluttershy.
So everywhere I was looking up online, everybody is selling the complete run of this series except for this book. This book they're excluding it for some reason.
No, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. The rare one of the My Little Pony.
But scroll up for a second.
In 1 second. See, it's not even here yet. I'm not even. It's the Crusaders. Okay, so here, this one has all of them, but there's the
4.
Pony Crusaders. No, they're all here. There's
Look.
Twilight. There's.
Really? Number 4's in there?
Oh, yeah. Well, they
1,
might
3, 5 through 10. 4 is being excluded for some
But
reason.
maybe they just don't have it because it's only $10. It's the
I
same as the
don't
rest of
understand it, honey.
them. So.
But every single time I see it'd be number 11 is what you're
See?
looking.
I told you that one was the rare one. That one's going
That's
for...
number 7.
Yes, and that's the one going for $75.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No, go back. On that one that had all the
See, and this one's 10, so I don't understand. It's everywhere.
yeah, so I don't believe that. Like I said, why are people excluding? Every time I saw the runs of these, the 4 was excluded.
They're everyone. Here's one with just 4 of them for $80, and there's 3 watchers
And
on
it's
it.
still missing the number 4 book. 1, 3, 5, and 10. Why is 4 being excluded? So that's
And here's
why.
$40 for this one.
So we chose to do the number 4 book. That is Arthur Saddam's cover of this. He signed it and did that. So it was a sketch cover. Really nice guy. Cool book. So I think this will probably go for about 3 or 4 probably at the end of the day, I would expect. I saw another cover that he had
Could you
done.
make it worth more money if you got somebody that was known for being a colorist and had them color it in and then
No,
sign next to his
what
name?
I would do in
Get
that
an inker.
No, but you want to make this book worth even more money, then you go pay another artist to do the back. Because the back's blank too. Because technically you can get it double covered. You get the prominent artist to do the front.
You couldn't just pay an inker to ink it and then have them sign it too?
Absolutely not.
But they do that all the time in the comic book world.
I know that, but you wouldn't do that. You would not have Saddam do that and then have someone come in and color it. No. That'd ruin it, I think. In my opinion. But, to make
The cool thing about this book, if you pay attention, is it's also got his... Oh, I think the camera froze. 1 second.
No, it's still moving.
Is it? Okay. Okay.
But,
Oh,
yeah, he signed it too.
Oh, no, because I'm not looking at it in Streamlabs. That's why.
Yeah, you can actually see the pencil lines in it. So you actually see where he sketched on it. And then he went over and went in with the Sharpie and actually went over his sketch.
Delilah got mad at him because she said Fluttershy doesn't have a unicorn horn. He was like, that's Rarity. That's not Fluttershy. And now that I look at it, he did draw Rarity. Because remember, because he was having trouble getting inspiration. And so he had us give him the book that Jamal Igel did. And he took the Jamal Igel. Yeah, see, come here. Give me the Igel book.
It's in the stack of books I gotta find.
He had us give him the Igel book. And then after we came back, he did it. Yeah, he didn't look at the pony on the cover.
Doesn't matter.
He looked at Igel's book and copied it.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
I just think it's funny. We gave him a book with a reference right here.
It doesn't matter. But that's the 2 of them, and then that's the 3rd as well on top of it. So we got 3 of those covers. I do have the other 8 of them to complete that run. The Rainbow Dash one, we already have semi-started. We
got Katie Cook. She did a watercolor drawing of Fluttershy sitting on a cloud on one of them, like 8 years ago.
Yeah, if you actually see where it says Cook, Price, and blah, 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 that cover, we had Cook put like a small little watermark on it. That was probably no bigger than about that on it. So what we're going to do on that book is when we find the other 2, we'll have them put other beauty marks on it across it, and then I'll just have that book just covered with stickers, basically.
Yeah.
We'll have Rainbow Dash to be the sticker book, and the others will be full covers like this. So that's a work in progress. So as we get more of these done,
Hey, and there are a lot of bronies out there.
There is. These books will sell. I'm going to tell you that right. They will sell. I guarantee you can go look on eBay right now. Every one of these will be about $300 if you try to find one.
Oh yeah, I saw one when I was just there. It was a lot nicer than ours, but
Probably had color in it. But again, all these books, it really dictates on who does it. You know, the more prominent the author, the more valuable it's going to be worth, of course. You know, Saddam's more done with the zombie stuff, so he's going to be worth it. Sort it by highest value.
oh yep, that would work. Here's one.
Yeah, like I said, standard book. But,
Yeah, and
but who's it
it's-
done by, though? By Troy Fleece, okay. So, Tony Fleeces. So, not that familiar with his work, but that's what common people do. Like I said, someone did a Batman cover.
Ooh, how is that only going up there for 100?
By who? I don't know who
Chad Thomas Bronies.
So that means might be someone himself.
Chad Thomas.
That might be a
Nobody too famous.
no. What it sounds like to me that some people buy these books and do it themselves, honey. There's nothing stopping somebody from doing that themselves. So some people may be trying to sell their own artwork on it. Don't know if I would do. I don't know if I would buy it, but as you can see, honey, you're not seeing many people getting them done, do you?
Well, this only shows active ones.
Well, true.
It doesn't show you the archived ones like you can get out of a Google search sometimes.
True.
Those are the only ones that are for sale right now.
But you see how many blanks they're selling. But the thing is, though, honey, these books like this hardly ever come up for sale anyway.
Oh, here's one we don't have.
Yes, we do.
No, we do not
That's-
have
but,
Pinkie
honey-
Pie's turtle.
But honey, that's Friendship is Magic. This is micro series, different series.
Oh, okay.
Gotta be careful with that. Make sure a lot of these IDW series and a lot of those mini series like that. They run like 6-12 books, and then they start them over again. They do a story and stop. They do a story and stop. They don't just continue on. But yep. So for the most
You
part,
want to open up another box? Is there anything else?
no, I think we'll hold off.
You sure? Because I bought 58 bucks for the next stream, so...
No, we'll be good. We'll save them. We're already almost at 2 hours, honey. I mean, we could open up the smaller ones and get those done, but I'm going to leave the bigger box.
Just a little bonus. Oh, and Darren... Woohoo! Congratulations. Let's do a draw.
Give me a knife.
Let's close the giveaway. Draw a winner. Woohoo! Darren, you won with a 66.67% chance to win. Congratulations on your Batman.
Batman 131. Okay.
You can send me your address later, and we'll send it out to you. Maybe with another present too.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, there's my pretty.
yeah, my wife is a really big fan of Poison Ivy. So she released a new series last year, I think around September. So this is book number 1, and that is the A cover, I believe, to that book.
Every time you lean.
So that's standard book of that. I saw that, and so like I said, they were coming out with a new series. I know my wife.
Some of the ways some of these people package this, like
Yeah, don't do that. My name's on there.
I bent it so the light flashed it. I just was
No,
showing
you
the
saw my
cardboard.
name on it. Whatever. Yeah, just standard cover or standard A cover of it. I do like that art. She is very pretty there. Let's see, what's this? Oh, okay.
Honey, they already found out
Stick-
they already got your name because you had them personalize the Zane books
Oh well.
with your name.
Speaking of Batman 131, here's the variant cover to Batman 131. So they are doing variant. I think this is the C covers to these, which is the 1 of 10s. So they are. This is for the January issue, and every one of these issues they're kind of doing every character. So the February book is Joker. So they're going to be doing a Joker cover in this style, in that kind of darkish fade color like that. And I've already seen it on the speculation or the solicitation websites. Really cool cover. Then I think Punchline's next, and they're going to continue down that line. So if they keep doing books like this, I will probably buy them because they are. I do like that art that's being done. It's being that artist.
It's the one.
Yeah, see, these are the art gem. The art gem.
All right, it's your birthday present, and it's good because it's your birthday stream.
But yeah,
So-
this is the Stanley Art Gem Lau cover or Art Germ. So yeah, he'll be doing a variant cover for the C covers for the current run of Batman.
Tomorrow is his birthday.
I'm keeping this one. Sorry, you are getting this one. That is the standard cover. This is the variant cover to it. So.
I went weird and wacky. Okay, so we've got.
And here's the weird thing, honey. From what I'm just seeing, honey, I have seen these. I've seen most of these.
Okay. So your first birthday present is the Wicked preview.
The Wicked, huh?
Image Comics.
Yep. Yeah, that's so during the 90s, after Todd McFarlane, Jim Lee, Rob Liefeld, a lot of those guys were getting a lot of pushback from Marvel and DC respectively on they were wanting to create their own characters like Spawn, Wildcat, those guys. And they just weren't really going to give them the opportunity with Marvel or DC, so they kind of struck out on their own and formed Image. And so that is just another one of those series inside of Image that was released back then. Really cool cover. Yep, they always like to do the pretty girls on them or the bad girls covers. So, yep, a lot of them.
Here's the origin of Prince Chaos.
The origin of Prince Chaos, huh? From First Comics. Ooh, yep. I'd have to look into that a little bit. Definitely an indie title.
Chaos, the Prince of Madness. It's the Prince of Madness, honey.
Yep. So, yep, like I said, definitely an indie title. A lot of those books that dealt with the occult, Satan, those type of books.
Hey, I got this one.
Witches, stuff like that. They weren't printed by the mainline books because of they didn't want to offend too many people, even back in the 60s and 70s, and even to now. So
I got this one.
A lot of these books always get printed, and so some of them are worth money, some aren't.
Because I recognize the name, and I know he makes the rounds in the comics. Jimmy Palmioto.
Yeah, Jimmy and John Quesada.
I know he makes the rounds, so Painkiller Jane.
So that is Painkiller Jane number 0 by Dynamite Comics, and yes, I'm aware of who Painkiller Jane is. Painkiller James is done by Jimmy Palmioto and John Quesada. John Quesada he was one of the CEOs or editors of Marvel for a long time. Jimmy does a lot of Harlequin with Connor and a bunch of the others.
You know what? This one might be... this one I got because this one might be a stain on a reputable company's reputation.
Like Gen 13, yeah.
Okay, so here we go.
So it's Gen
Now, I want you to notice something here. He's being strangled with a Hot Wheels racetrack. And it's got Hot Wheels on it.
But, okay, so that is Gen 13, number 10, it looks like. Again, that was just another one of those Image comics that came out back in the 90s by all those guys. I'm not that familiar with them. I didn't read a lot of them back then. I collected a lot of them.
No, but I thought it was funny. Who at Hot Wheels authorized their logo to be put on a booby mag? That is a real booby mag.
But the thing is, though, it's not a booby mag, though. It's not a booby mag at all.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Why are these girls naked and bound then?
Because it was stretching the boundaries of what they could do with the comic code in the 90s. Alright, they're covered up. Oh, it's risque, sure, but they're covered. Alright, Image comics back then in the 90s, there was several comics back then where, they had the women bending over backwards and you basically saw her ass in a bikini. I think it was Battle Chasers number 1 or 2. There's a variant cover where the female of the group is bending over backwards, and that's the cover. I mean, they were pushing the boundaries. You're not going to see that in a Spider-Man book. You can do that on Gen 13. So you see what I'm saying? So they were pushing the limits. So,
all right.
Not a booby mag. It's just the artist wanting to show booby.
Body doubles, kiss, kiss, bang, bang.
So Body Doubles, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang by DC, number 1 of 4. I don't know what exactly it is. It's probably just almost looks like it's a Flash title. Like it falls under like Flash's books.
I don't know. Let's find out.
Or it could just be. It looks like it's just an offshoot annual book.
Well, on the back we've got
Want some oil?
Oil ad. Oh! I didn't expect that. As soon as I open it up, that's a Hulk Hogan butt.
Yeah, you want to see Hogan butt? Hey, watch out what you're
I
doing,
know,
or you're
I
about
know.
to destroy it.
Hulk Hogan butt. That's
Actually, no, they were a tag team. I'm just not that familiar with them. But yeah, I do seem to semi-remember that. It was just at one point in DC, before all the Final Crisis and the 52 books and all that junk, DC and Marvel had started getting very, very bloated about how many books that they were releasing every month. And I mean, that's just another book in that long line. It was just, body doubles. From what it looks like, they were movie stars that were acting as body doubles, but they're superheroes on the side or something. I don't know.
here's their villain. They're fighting. Oh, there's an ad for Batman Dark Victory.
Yeah, that was a really good series by Tim Sale and Jason Loeb back in the early 2000s. But yeah, from what it looks like to me, from what I can tell, it's a series about. They almost look like
There's
they
a
were.
cloning machine right here or something right here.
Who knows? But yeah, I'm not that familiar with them. But like I said, DC was getting bloated with a lot of books, and that was just another bloat book. I mean, it probably didn't last very long. Oh, and I'm sure they always draw the women the way that.
Kryptonite. Oh, you want to buy your own Kryptonite?
Yeah, let's buy
Look,
some
you want to buy Kryptonite?
It's only $150.
Yeah, that doesn't sound cheap. You can get a similar. I feel like you get a similar rock that looks like Kryptonite for cheaper price.
But that's pretty much it, guys. I think that's all we're gonna go through.
Well, that's your birthday. Oh, but there's the next cover of Body Doubles. Actually, you might have liked that one better than the one I got.
Yep. But yeah, no, like I say, it was just an offshoot book.
Happy birthday.
My ramen
Yep.
cup.
Oh! Put in my closet, get a box. I might as well give Dad his last birthday present on stream. Go quick. I want to record
I'm
it.
about to make my ramen.
I want to record his response.
I am trying to configure my ramen cup thing is broken.
Fine.
Shut up.
But where is it?
In the closet in a box.
Where in the closet?
Not so secret origin of Prince Chaos. What special?
Yeah, see, look at the difference in your picture of you between the two cameras.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta get a second camera.
Yeah, that one's brighter and that one's duller. You mean the open box?
Yep, that's it.
Well, if you're giving out presents to Dad already, can I give Dad mine? Because I already gave
No, I'll
mine.
get to you more.
They give it to him tomorrow. I'm only doing this because I'm stream. Okay, so
Yes.
Oh no. My
we
ramen
like to
cup
collect
thing
these for each other.
is broken. Let's hope it doesn't
Oh.
leak out the side.
That's cool. I do like that.
But it's not as good
Oh no. No.
as this one.
Mom. 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 Mom.
What?
How do I fix my ramen cup? This.
Let's see.
All right. Anyway, so yep, there's this big birthday present. Well, he's been buying about $600 to $1,000 of comics in the last month, so we didn't get anything too special this year. But here you go. He is the king of poop jokes and fart humor. He's even. Why has he got brown stuff all over him?
I don't know.
It
Did
makes
someone
it
poop on
better.
him?
Oh, I don't know.
It
See?
makes it better. Maybe it's poop.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there is. There's little poop spots and everything everywhere. But there you go. That's the Gratitas. I knew you would absolutely love that one. And look, he's even got a little toilet paper roll on him. Right there.
Yeah. And you know what's really interesting about that? So I'm looking at that Painkiller Jane issue you got. Hey, what's a good way to start a book out and get people interested? Show a girl getting her ass tattooed right at the very first cover. Right at the very beginning. That'll definitely draw you in. Great way to draw the reader in, you know? See a nice lady get her butt tattooed.
Yeah. Oh, and then there's a nice shot of it here.
Yeah, it's what it is, honey. And that's the other thing with a lot of these books, honey, is because of the
Trying
blood.
to get it. Where'd it go?
What?
I saw it just a second ago.
And first off, honey, you're kind of bending the book,
I'm
so
not.
please don't do that.
Oh, there it is.
There we go. That fixes the problem.
The camera's at a weird angle.
Oh well.
Problem fixed.
We'll do it this way.
Fix.
Yeah,
is
there's
like-
her butt. Again.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad somebody enjoyed it. You send me your address. I will get you your book sent to you. I really thought we were going to get more people tonight, but maybe we'll pick up some people in the reruns. I know that last time I picked up like 15 people watching it after the fact. So
Yeah, I just
it's-
kind of look at some of these off-title books to see what they really are. They're more than just a comic book.
Yeah, the last one we did with Compost has got 18 views after the fact, so I'm not too worried about it. Anyways, it'll take off eventually. We will see you next month. I think we're going to do the next one. I'll let you tell me when you're available, since you're the one coming and actually watching it all. I think
Yeah,
Keep
we're just a
open
really
calendar.
old comic.
I think the next one is going to be
Couple weeks.
the week of the 4th and the 11th. We might not do it on the weekend. We might do it like Friday night or Sunday night, one of the two.
Yeah, because hopefully by then my February pull for the month will be here. So we may do it right after that. So we'll probably do. I'll pay for my. I'll have the website that I'm going through that buys my current books. That order will come. I'll get that invoice at the end of the month. And the last time he mailed them to me, I had them in 3 days. So I mean, if he gets me the invoice by the end of the month, and he gets them mailed out to me by the 1st, I'll have the books probably by the 4th or 5th. And so we'll probably end up doing a stream where we'll debut some of the new books of DC, and then we can also show you those exclusive
It's
variants
weird.
that we picked
for
up
both
too.
sides.
So if that's what you want to do, we can. So looking ahead,
We will buy a second webcam so we are not so grainy next time.
yeah. So looking ahead,
And then we are doing our next stream with Mr. Campos. I believe we agreed we are doing that on the 25th of March.
yeah, and that will. On what day is that?
That's the Saturday after the con.
But if we're doing the con on Friday, we'll be back. That means we'll be able to do an after review of the con.
Yeah, we can do that way. And then save the rest of the books for the month after.
So yes, no. Then the following week, honey, I'll have my pool for March. I'll have my March pool. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll see. But
yeah, I think in a couple weeks we'll do the. Like I said, I'm gonna get the books that I buy in February, and I'll just promote them. I'm like, I'm not getting paid for any of this. I'm just.
so let's just make
collecting
this
DC
simple. Let's do
books,
the 5th and the 25th. Let's try Sunday and see if
Hey,
we
if
can get more
DC
people
Comics
in here.
wants to give me a shout out and send me books, go right ahead. Doubt that's gonna happen, but hey.
All right, I'm gonna end the recording. YouTube, sorry for the errors and the issues.
Yeah.
Eventually,
Hopefully
I will
we'll get
figure
this-
out how to learn how to do video editing.
Yeah,
And
so hopefully we'll get past this after we do more of these. I think this is only our second time doing this, so as we do more of these, we'll get the headaches and the hiccups will be all but the past. So thanks for being
hey,
with us.
Darren,
And
maybe
thanks
next
for,
time you can join us in Discord chat and you can you can talk with us.
Yeah.
It'll work like that. So, bye guys. See you later.
Definitely. So, yep, later.